Hey guys, so today we're going to react to a video called 8 Weight Loss Tips That Actually Work. And more specifically, we're going to talk about how this relates to body composition and the reduction of fat. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Want to lose weight and keep it off for good? Nutritionists and dietitians all say that you need a sustainable plan, one that takes into account your body type and your lifestyle. So here are 8 tips you can follow to help you on your weight loss journey. Cultural plan. Your diet should be modified, keeping in mind the food you've been brought up on. If you're used to rice and wheat as a staple, cutting it out completely may not be sustainable.
So yeah, there's actually a big difference in common diets based on different cultures. For example, rice is a big staple in most Asian cultures. They also consume more seafood and mixed vegetables than many other cultures. And these foods can actually have a great impact on body composition because of how easily they are to be metabolized and used for energy production and inevitably leading to the reduction of fat.
Get rid of restriction. There have to be allowances for favorite foods and treats in order to avoid binge eating. Keep an eye.
So basically with this topic, it's basically saying restrictive diets are not for everyone. So kind of on Brady's point where he's talking about how people have been raised with certain foods or food groups, and that's basically what they're used to. So if they were trying to go on a diet that would restrict that kind of stuff, that could have some negative consequences on their health. Because if you think about it, if you're trying to take away the foods that you were used to eating and that you like, then there may not be other kind of foods that you would find appetizing, or so you might not want to eat later on, which could lead to eating disorders. And also on the other end, another eating disorder, binge eating, for just you can't take it anymore and you have to have your food that you like, which is very dangerous for health. So I think restrictive diets can work. As we said in class, not one diet is for everybody. So just kind of being aware that restrictive diets can have negative effects if it's not for the right person.
Eye on exercise. It's just as important as what you eat. Physical activity of 150 minutes a week is recommended.
So yeah, obviously, when it comes to losing weight or trying to get to that lower BMI, diet's really good, especially having a healthy diet. But also a very important part of trying to lower your BMI is exercise. Exercise plays a vital role when it comes to weight loss and trying to get to a lower or healthier body composition. According to an article from the National Library of Health and Medicine, they had an article about exercise training and weight loss, and it basically states that exercise training is a very important factor when it comes to lowering and getting down to a healthier BMI, and it is needed for healthy weight loss. Weight loss can be achieved by increasing physical activity and exercise training. Also, when it comes to trying to lower one's BMI, exercise is very important, but the main thing is exercise being paired with a healthy diet.
Go whole grain. Choose whole grains and foods that contain fibers. This will fill you up quickly and ensure you are fuller for longer. Portion properly. Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. Old cliches really do work. Go to bed.
So yeah, like the video just stated, portion control is a very good practice when it comes to trying to reach a healthier body composition. A study from the Mayo Clinic shows that when you eat larger portions, you will end up eating that larger portion. So you eat your portion. So when you give yourself a larger portion, you're going to end up eating it. Also, this study goes into detail of how portioning correctly prevents binge eating, and binge eating is going to help you lose weight. When trying to control your body composition or your BMI, it's not just eating the right foods that matters, it's also the amount of food as well.
Sleep well, or you'll end up craving larger meals. Cooking. Use healthy ways of cooking, such as grilling, boiling, and steaming. Avoid frying. Rainbow on a plate.
So yeah, cooking is actually a great way to achieve a healthy body composition because of the use of minimally processed foods. There's actually a study conducted by the National Institute of Health, and where they took 20 participants, they put 10 subjects on a minimally processed diet for 2 weeks, and the other 10 were subjected to ultra processed foods for 2 weeks. And both the minimally processed food group and the ultra processed food group um, had the same meals with the same carbs, fats, and sugars. And the results are actually quite interesting. So the findings showed that the ultra processed subject group consumed about 500 more calories per day than the minimally processed food group or subject group. And this study just shows how ultra processed foods can be very restrictive, and it's just very hard to lean off ultra processed foods compared to minimally processed foods. And it also reinforces just how important it is to cook with minimally processed foods so you can maintain that healthy BMI or that healthy body composition.
Eat from different food groups, grains, proteins, vegetables, fruit, and dairy, so you get a range of micronutrients. Try the MyPlate method published by the USDA Center to get the portion sizes right. For more.
So yeah, the MyPlate portfolio is a good one to follow. It's kind of been around for a while, but it just tells you about all the portion sizes, the recommendations for it, and basically the importance of this is, like they said, the micronutrients, because we've talked about different diets in class, and some of those diets are mainly focused on the macronutrients, which are important, but micronutrients also have various effects on the body that we could miss out on if we don't kind of go around and with different different colors of the portfolio. So, and also, you know, the portion sizes are kind of shocking for most people, because a lot of people are below average for fruits and vegetables, and that's kind of missing the phytochemicals, which have different which are basically categorized by the color. They give the color to the fruit or vegetable, which they all have different effects on the body, and basically they're all help reduce the risk of diseases and stuff like that. And if you have more information on that, you can go to the Columbus Department of Human Resources, and it talks about the different types of phytochemicals and what they do. So